on?
We is on.
We motherfucking on. What the fuck is up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. What up, y'all?
Wednesday it is.
I'm here with motherfucking Corey Cobain.
In the house, I'm here.
He's here. Somewhat. But he's
Somewhat.
Hey,
In
and
and out.
that's bad when you make Greg sound loud.
Here. Yeah, this is true.
He's like, ah.
It happens.
Okay.
It happened.
So what's up? We got any new news before I start going off on you know, I did the pregame video earlier. I got most of the little tidbits of it out. There's still little here's and there's, but we got anything going on before I go into this mess?
No, how about it, man?
So I guess we're gonna start, so I don't forget this because I forgot to touch on it on the video. I was letting Greg know about this bullshit that's going on in California right now. We all know that there's a severe homeless problem in California. A lot of them are homeless vets. I mean, whether you're a vet or not, they're still homeless. A lot of them are sick. You know, they don't have health care. They don't have, incomes. They're homeless. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but we got people who aren't homeless shitting all over the sidewalks in the streets and, needles thrown everywhere and all that type of shit there. Well, wouldn't you know it, these cocksuckers have passed a bill to give free health care to the illegals.
That's wrong.
It's to the illegals. There's nothing, you can't even fucking, that blows my fucking mind. I don't understand how anybody could, so you got Jose and his fucking 50 chitlins coming across the goddamn border, going to get their flu shot, having to step over our fucking soldiers who actually fucking lost a limb, for our country. They're like, fuck our homeless, fuck our, people, but let's give all these illegals fucking free everything. And this is real. This ain't even like a bill that is going to be passed or a bill that's going to be voted on. This bill has fucking passed. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And yeah, that ain't white noise in the background. That's baggies, getting groceries getting put away.
So, Marco, by the end of the night, we're going to have a Faygo party with Pepsi, and then I'm going to need somewhere to spend the night.
Listen, this is all they had.
Uh-huh. She going to tell me before she left. She going to tell me before she left she only getting Pepsi. And she only come home with Pepsi. That's wrong. That's just wrong.
That's all they had, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There ain't no other store from here to the dollar
it.
store.
Oh, you can't go against the coupon gods.
Right. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Faygo party with Pepsi.
But how you like that shit? I mean, they're pretty much fuck our homeless and giving all these illegals fucking, whether they have a job or not, whether they get free health care, they can just go get their shit, And I'm assuming and it's going to be like the welfare health care, like, the rest of us get. So they're going to get their teeth done. They're going to get their hearing done. They're going to get, while fucking Sergeant whatever the fuck over here who has a Purple Heart is fucking living under the goddamn bush that the doctor's office is, it's in front of the doctor's office. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking bullshit. That is the fucking, and that ain't against any, Mexicans or any, whoever the fuck. It's all the illegals. Now, in quite contrast, the governor of Texas said, fuck that. He passed a bill that no city, no county, no township or anything inside the border of Texas is allowed to be anywhere near or come to any kind of sanctuary, anything. He said no. So, because there's a few of them in Texas that, oh, well, the illegals never bothered us. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. You know goddamn well. And the bad thing is, all the illegals are not bad. But there's no excuse for not doing shit the right way. The rule is you go up to a guard or somebody at the head at the place at the border, and if you're seeking asylum, if this shit is that bad, you tell them you are seeking asylum, and boom, you go from there. Who was it? Was it an Iran? One of the Sand People's Olympians just defected to the U.S. and under asylum. She's here. What? I mean, what the fuck? Now, if you're over there gangbanging and selling dope and trying to bring you and your 50 fucking chitlins that half of them you're fucking selling off, no, you don't get to do that. I'm sorry, but you might be cool people, but you don't need to be over on this side. That shit is not cool. Mm-hmm. We got our own dope dealers here. We got our own human trafficking issues here.
Yeah.
We don't need more. That's outsourcing. We stopped that shit back in the Bush era. No more outsourcing. Trump said, make it in America. We got American problems. Fucking deal with that shit. Can you imagine if they would have said, if the Democrats really wanted to win the Senate and the House and probably overthrow fucking Donald Trump, give free health care to all the homeless.
Yeah.
If you're a homeless American, free health care. Oh my God. Nobody ever thought of that concept? Nobody ever thought of a homeless vet gets VIP to the front of the line? Oh, no, it took some fucking stoner from fucking Youngstown to figure that one out? Come the fuck on!
I've been saying that shit for years, that we need to take care of our own before we worry about everybody else.
Yeah, it's not, my kids fucking know that concept. My grandkids know that concept. You gotta take care of your home before you try to take care of anybody else or anything else, or you ain't gonna have a home to come home to.
Yep.
I mean, oh my God. Like, even the cat hears that shit. The cat's like, fucking right. Dude, that is one of the most appalling things that I've heard in any kind of... Like, if I try to stay even on the line between Democrat and Republican, that pushed me over the edge to Republican. I don't like them real heavy right wing or whatever the wing it is side where they're, the straight Bible thumping, because they get to an extreme. So do the Democrats, but it seems like the Democrats' extreme is straight across the fucking board anymore. It's fucked up. I was brought up in a Democrat fucking, home community, shit like that. I saw the realness. I mean, what the hell? I picked the lesser of the two evils, and it's the Republicans. The fuck? I love Bill Clinton. His wife's a shady cunt, but, Bill, even to this day, ain't in control of shit. He was never in control of shit. He was like, all right, man, let me just get the blowjob, and you take care of everything else, Hillary. I mean,
man.
just if you think about that situation, you knew off rip that Hillary was running the show when she didn't give a fuck that she had the blowjob, or that he got the blowjob. That shit came out on national. That ain't like, a couple people in the hood know. The world fucking knew. Mm-hmm. Not only about Lewinsky, but like the 3 or 4 other chicks. The world. That shit was on every fucking TV for fucking months.
Mm-hmm.
And she forgave him and walked down that fucking aisle holding his hand. And yeah, well, you know why? Because she was the president, not him. You know, that whole Epstein thing. You know, that on the island, yeah, even the people who were there even said, you know, yeah, Bill Clinton was there, but he never did nothing but got high on the beach. Hillary was up in that bitch doing all kind of foul shit. You know, I mean, it's documented, man. That's why magically, you know, when everybody blamed Trump over that whole hurricane debacle down in Florida that was supposed to hit this way and hit that way, and oh, Trump was trying to defraud the National Weather Service and this. Yeah, while everybody was paying attention to that, magically, that hurricane hit Epstein's Island. Wiped out everything. Just think about that. You see hurricanes, like for instance with Puerto Rico. It wiped out a lot of shit. But there was still power lines. There was still, you know, computers floating around here and there. There was still, you know, not a computer, not a database, not a file cabinet, not an SD card, nada, not shit. You gonna tell me something wasn't shady about that? Come on. Come on. So, wow, we got from the fucking, from homeless vets to Epstein. Another thing that I seen right before I fucking, I came here. You know, these idiots are posting this shit on Facebook about, Donald Trump is gonna take 5.7 million people off welfare or some shit like that. I don't know. It gets switched up so many times on the meme. Sometimes it's million, sometimes it's billion. But yeah, it's true. It's true. But does anybody care to know the rest of the story? It's 5.7 million people who refuse to do the work program. Now, these aren't disabled people. These aren't, you know, people's grandmas who can't work anymore. These aren't the, you know, the people who are on SSI disability. These aren't, you know, the developmentally disabled. These are motherfucking lazy fucks who are the same ones we used to see down at the welfare office, who come in there with the big fucking earrings, driving the Cadillac, demanding their fucking food stamps. If you are going to get anywhere from $200 to $800 in food stamps, you can't work 20 hours helping out some homeless or some elderly people at an old folks home. You can't take your ass up and hold a fucking street sign for some kids going to school. You can't sit in the fucking cafeteria and serve some kids lunches for 20 hours a fucking week. $800 at the, well, that's the most I've seen so far. $800 at the max that I've seen in food stamps. And you can't get off your lazy dick and work 20 fucking hours helping out your community? Then yes, Donald Trump is taking you the fuck off of welfare. But nobody looks at that. They love to put them fucking big, the big pictures of the poor kids and this and that, and people out on the streets, or the old people. You know, they love to put that shit up and post that shit. No, it's not them. And if you were really worried about them, again, refer back to my first part of this goddamn rant about California and our homeless.
Yep.
Don't give me that fucking horse shit. You know, you're giving fucking billions of fucking dollars to fucking people who don't even belong here. And it's not like we're not, you know, doing for the people who do it the right fucking way. And that pisses me off. And then there was another one. Oh, yeah. Now, do you not recall? Maybe 2-3 months ago, all over the news, Donald Trump is fucking our farmers. All these tariffs fucked our farmers. Our farmers are losing their homes, this and that. The farmers regret voting for Donald Trump. It's all over the news and Facebook and shit. Yeah. Well, part of this fucking meme on the food stamp thing was, oh, Donald Trump's gonna give our farmers $26 million or billion dollars, but take 5.7 million people off of welfare. You were just pissing and moaning that our farmers were broke, that our farmers didn't have shit. So now he finally finished up the deal. It took a little longer than expected, but finished up the deal with China to start, the flow back up better than ever. And you're gonna bitch that now we're taking care of the people you just bitched that we weren't taking care of. What the fuck is wrong with these people, dude?
Well, half the problem is everybody wants something for free.
Yeah.
That's like the welfare system to me. I was always taught the welfare system is to help you get on your feet.
Yes.
And once you get on your feet, you're supposed to get off of it and take care of your pockets off. A lot of these people are making a career out of this shit.
Generations of it, dude.
Yeah. And
Obama promoted that shit.
Yep. So, but as far as like free healthcare, I believe we all should have free healthcare. That's not something we can control our health. I mean, you know what I mean? Within reason we can, but.
Well, see, free healthcare, in essence, sounds awesome. And would be great.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to look at it this way. Free healthcare isn't free. We're all paying for it in taxes. So, there goes, like people bitch about California's taxes or New York's taxes. Those are two of the highest tax, states. That's going to be the norm and more. And minimum wage is not going to keep going up because, there's only election season every 4 years. Mm-hmm. That's the only time they start pushing for that minimum wage bullshit. Yeah. And that minimum wage is not, we're going to be right back where we are. Because if you're making $20 an hour minimum wage, but you're getting taxed on everything damn near upwards to, what was New York going to go, 80%?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all is.
So now, you just made, what's 80% of fucking $20? You're going to get $10? Is that right?
No, that would be 50%.
Yeah,
so basically, you're walking away with like less
$2.
than $5.
Like $2 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
There's your but you'll be able to go get shitty health care in a packed fucking doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes to look at these. What was it? Canada, for instance. But there's a couple other ones with free health care, and they'll take the few that have the good stories about them. But they don't look at the fucking the 50 that had to wait 2 years to see a doctor about something that needed taken care of last week. And there's tons of horror stories like that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but there's no incentive that all the doctors, half of them are going to fall off because they're not going to be able to get charged their premiums that they Hey, I know some of these doctors seem outrageous in their prices, but how much is your life worth?
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that if you can't get it there, but...
That's the problem, is they know that, and that's why they're charging the money that they're charging. For example, I'll give you a prime example, the EpiPen. Remember years ago, it was not expensive, it was easy to get?
Yes.
Okay, these people said, hey, these people really need this or they're going to die. Okay, let's jack the fucking price up. 800% or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, that's pharmaceutical companies.
That's still all in the healthcare.
No, see, that's what people misunderstand. Free healthcare means your doctors, your doctor visits, surgery maybe. It's not your medicine. The medicine is not involved in that. That is a total different monster, which is the pharmaceutical companies. The pharmaceutical companies will never let that fucking happen. Never. You see what they're doing with the weed. Everybody's fucking trying to legalize weed, so the pharmaceutical company said, oh, wait. no, we got to control this over here. So you're only allowed to buy this here from certain places here, here, and here. And you're only allowed to get supplied from certain places here, here, and here. You know, so, and then when people started, you know, getting bigger and not in that whole, I guess, pharmaceutical clique, whatever the fuck you want, big pharma, whatever. Oh, those fake ones, or those ones are fake, and those are killing people, and those are giving kids popcorn lung and all that bullshit. You see how quick that fell off? You see how quick that fell when Trump, and I have to admit, nobody wants to say anything about this, but when Trump passed that bullshit, well, we're gonna stop e-vape flavored ones. Oh, fuck kids with the popcorn on. Everything else is cool. So yeah. The pharmaceutical shit is its own monster, dude. That has nothing to do with... Now, if that was in it with it,
well,
that would be cool.
Here's my thing. It is in with it because these insurance companies, the ones that we're paying multi-millions of dollars to every fucking year, are the ones that are paying a lot of them pharmaceutical bullshit fucking bills. So, that's what I'm saying. It's all intertwined together. And
yeah, but as far as government-wise, though, that they're not... I see what you're saying. You're totally right. Because everyone, this pharmaceutical... How many doctor's offices you go to and they're giving out free samples of this certain fucking drug. No matter what the fuck, this one might be cheaper over here in the long run when I need to buy it. Yeah. But you're going to start giving me a bunch of this and say I need to have this, which is going to be a way more expensive one. Just because, that pharmaceutical company is telling you to get it. Mm-hmm. But here, this is the way I look at it. And I've seen a lot of your posts, and it opened my eyes to a lot of shit because this is exactly the way I look at at doctors and shit like that. Yeah. When somebody comes into your garage to get their car fixed, and you give them a quote on their job, and they start trying to haggle with you on the price or saying you're charging too much.
Then I tell them.
Now you have to look at, first of all, your knowledge is priceless.
Yeah.
All of our knowledge, that's priceless right there. But your tools, nobody looks at, each and every one of them tools you got in there. Nobody looks at the electric that runs them tools, or the gasoline that runs them tools. Nobody looks at what time you have to fit your situation. Nobody looks at the lag time of ordering parts or going to get parts. Nobody's looking at what else is wrong. Nobody's looking at the time it took for you to even diagnose things. The software for the computer that you had to hook up to that fucking, nobody takes into account that. Well, what the fuck is the difference? Nobody's taking into the account of the x-ray machine. Nobody's taking into the account of that doctor's years of schooling. Nobody's taking into account of, the nurses that he has to bring in there to hold your ass down because you're too scared to take a goddamn shot.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I see where you're going, but I didn't put it up in a nutshell. Is in my situation, when somebody does that, I tell them, go somewhere else and get a different price. I'll see you back here in a couple days. And that's basically it. I don't break all that shit down to them. And basically, as far as all the bullshit with the healthcare and all that shit, if we were taking more money out of these politicians that are lining their fucking pocket every goddamn day.
Oh, I agree there.
And paying these fucking doctors the way they should be paying them. And not just doctors, but teachers and nurses.
Yes. If you
all that shit. So, basically, to me, there's a major problem, and everybody's too worried about lining their own fucking pocket. And it's not helping anybody but them. And that's a problem. And a lot of people don't see that problem. And that's, what I mean? That's what's going on with a lot of these politicians. And because, they got money in their pocket, they can do whatever they want. So now you're starting to find out, a lot of them are spending that money to fuck little kids and do all this stupid shit. Because they had the money and the power to be able to do that shit. Yep. So let's nip the shit in the bud and start nipping there. And see what happens. Agree. But instead, we're going to worry about all the people that don't have money, like the banks with these fucking overdraft fees and everything else. How the fuck are you going to take some money from somebody that don't have money? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I knew people growing up, man, who used to use that overdraft fee shit to their advantage, and then after a minute, you were able to do certain things and make out and fuck your credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you become an adult, you notice that shit comes back to haunt your ass.
Yeah, real quick.
But I mean, and like I was saying, for as far as the pharmaceutical companies,
yeah,
like say you're working on whatever, there's a hole in their oil pan or whatever, and you figure you gave them a price to fix their oil pan or whatever. After you fix that oil pan, are you gonna give them free oil to fill their car back up? Or are you going to tell them, look, you got to pay for the oil that got to go in this car because you done lost your oil because all the oil fell out your car? That's the medicine. You are the doctor. You ain't just going to give up that oil because you know damn well you had to pay for the oil.
Very true, yes.
So, I mean, and now you can go to a shitty mechanic and get your shit done cheaper, and maybe it'll be okay. Just like you can go to a free doctor and get your shit worked on, and maybe be okay. Or you can try to keep yourself good, work a job, or at least try to get you something to where you get halfway decent, at least mid-grade health care, and be like, all right, well, we work on this instead of we got to cut off your leg and we don't have no anesthetic. So how they used to do back in the day, they used to give them Lethardum or whatever. The old World War II. Give me the saw and the Lethardum. Tie the leg off.
I got it.
Cause, I mean, and that's worst case scenario. That's blown way out of proportion. But you figure with free healthcare. Well, first of all, let's just end this right here.
Well, I'll help you sum it up too. You also said paying, and for us to have free healthcare, we would have to be paying more taxes.
Right.
Okay, we're already paying enough that are not being used for what the fuck they're supposed to be used for.
I told that I was coming on that.
So if we were
coming
actually
on that, but I was
paying
coming
the
to
taxes
that.
on shit and the money was going to the shit that we're paying the taxes on. And all that extra money left over that wasn't going to somebody else's pocket, we'd be able to have free health insurance at the tax rate, at the money that we make now.
I don't think it'd be that good, but I agree. That would be a good start. I think that would be a great start.
Yeah.
Because you're absolutely right. It's just again, back to the California thing.
Yeah.
We're giving millions and billions of dollars to illegals. Stop it.
Yeah.
Donald Trump himself, this was a real interview, and they bitched at him on CNN about it, and all them other fucking anti-Trump channels. Trump told Nancy Pelosi to take her ass, he didn't say ass, but he said, go back to California and fix your homeless problem before I do. Mm-hmm. So what the fuck did she do? She gave illegals free health care.
Dumbass.
But, and then they wanted, there was another one of their governors, or not governors, I don't know, one of their head people down there in California trying to blame the homeless on Trump. Why aren't you helping us? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you lowering the tax rates so the businesses can stay around there? Why aren't you kicking the illegals out so the people who you have to deal with that are there can get the health care and get the jobs that they need? And when your shit is on fire, instead of lining your goddamn pockets, make pumps from the ocean. Mm-hmm. That's... the whole Australia thing makes me irate, dude. Especially when I keep seeing them pictures of them animals and shit. Mm-hmm. That, how the fuck, if you're an island, are you on fire?
Well, I think there's a lot more to that too. There's
gotta be. There has to be.
There was something I was reading up on. There was supposed to be some railroad or some fucking convoy or something they want to do around Australia. And it was awfully funny that all the fires that started were all
kind of like they did to California back in 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, their railway or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah. So basically, it was supposed to go around in this area. So supposedly, it's awfully funny that we're the red line goes around the map is where all the fires were started.
Where
You know
all
what I
the
mean?
land is needed.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's fucking shady. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I believe it. That is very believable. That is more believable than these climate change whack jobs and it's global warming and these brush fires and everything
Nah.
oh my god.
Nope.
You know, Australia is dry. You know, it's right up under the sun. But Australia is very, very wealthy. Very wealthy. There's no reason why, just like the whole thing with California, you pump fucking water across the island. If you could make a pipeline for oil that goes from Canada to Mexico, or from Syria to Yemen, or from Russia to wherever the fuck, you could pump water to wherever the fucking fire is. Why? You know, the only place, and this is just recently, within the past 10 years, the only place that wouldn't be feasible nowadays is California. I have to admit. Because of that whole Fukushima thing that nobody wants to talk about anymore. They're still dumping out Godzilla type shit in the water. You know, it already been, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago, it came up. You know, it's in the fish around California, the fish that they eat. You know, no wonder they're fucked up there. You know, all that fish, you know, all irradiated from Fukushima. All that. Why, you know, that could be a good reason why there's no more fucking UFO sightings over there. There's too much Godzilla type shit over there. You know, the aliens are like, fuck this. They done fucked this whole fucking part of the world up. You know, nobody's talking anything about that. Or nobody want. Oh, if Florida, you notice Florida never catches on fire. You know, and those are supposedly the hillbilly meth heads of America. You know, yeah. I'm not saying that. That's just stereotype that you know just put out there.
he's like, let me cover my ass real quick, like.
Well, no, because it's to my knowledge that I really don't know where all the white folks would be coming from down there, because that's all Cubans and Dominicans and Jamaicans and all that shit. Those are the I mean, Trump turned fucking orange. Shit, Mar-a-Lago's down in Florida. So, I mean, if white Trump turned orange, I mean, you know, I don't know what there's, you know, so-called meth head, whatever the fuck's out there. But we'll just say, you notice they never catch on fire. You know, you might have a house blow up or something here and there, but Florida don't ever catch on fire.
Well, my understanding, Florida is not as dry as like California and all that shit over there. But that's neither here nor there. There's a lot of funny shit with these brush fires. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know what? But my point is, though, my idea wouldn't work in Florida either. Because something else that never got taken care of, that nobody wants to talk about, you know, Obama's big fucking oil spill flub. That shit has never been capped. Don't you remember that off the Gulf of Mexico? All that oil dumping?
Yep.
Yeah, still dumping. Still dumping. EPA didn't give a fuck about that. These fucking environmental whack jobs ain't giving two shits about it. And then you know what Ricky fucking found out for me? Oh my God. Lithium. Not only is it a strong neurotoxin that's used for psychoactive drugs, prescribed psychoactive drugs, no less, but it is now used in all these batteries for these cars or whatever, these electric cars. I guess they found a huge vein of lithium in Mexico. So they're going to start mining lithium in Mexico.
Okay.
Everybody shied away from it except the Chinese.
I wonder why.
So now we have this big problem, this big ecological problem. Because the reason why we get the lithium and all this shit over from Africa is because that shit is mad toxic in the air, in the fucking waterways, in the everything. We got this shit gonna be just, right, you know, and I mean, we can't regulate it. It ain't our place to regulate it or do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't shut it down. We can't, you know, the only thing that we have in favor is this new trade agreement with Mexico. But you figure now, if the Mexicans keep control of it, then that'll be okay on us. It's still fucked for the ecology and the environment, but we'll be okay as far as money-wise or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if it has to go through the Chinese, now they got America by the balls if we go with all this environmental bullshit. Because they will become the biggest producer of the batteries that we need because AOC wants to turn everything electric.
Okay.
It's kind of fucking the whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see anybody bitching about it. Like, nobody said, like, I wouldn't have known dick about it until Ricky told me about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're over here fucking pissing and moaning about he called somebody and told them that, you know, to go investigate somebody. Dude, oh my God. If somebody... yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to take a break with that one.
All right.
Purchase your tracks today. just like the sound. I just like the sound.
forgotten.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Purchase your tracks today.
A.G. Lester.
And we are fucking back.
Yep.
Fucking A. Little bit more elevated. And yeah. So I guess we're gonna hit the notebook. Wow, my glasses are fucked.
It might not be legit, Margo blind.
That's it. What do you think about this whole? I'm sure you've heard about it. The whole strike on this. Oh, sorry guys, I had to take a piss real quick. Oh. That was loud as hell.
Yeah.
The dude, that salami guy that Trump took out.
Alright. Run this by me one more time now.
You haven't heard about the whole this whole reason why we might be going to war with Iran, which we're not.
No, I don't think we are either. We'd already been there, but what do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to know the reason why it was done in the first place.
Well, according to...
So, I mean, I heard like 4 different stories, so...
Well, according to the intel that, you know, came to Donald Trump, you know, one of the head terrorist guys was in a particular spot where he could be hit without any collateral damage, and they took him the fuck out. Now, there was other intel saying that he was planning on hitting 4 of not only our embassies, but of UN embassies, and he was in ties with the regime that's actually running Iran at the moment, which is pretty much a ghost regime because they're in between governments. So I don't even, you know, we'll touch on that here in a minute. But, you know, so Donald, according to the intel, they said, well, this cat's going to be driving down this road at this time, you know, at this certain, hit him with a drone. There was 0 casualties besides salami. Salam, whatever the fuck is it? Salami. 0 casualties. Nobody else was killed. There was no other, you know, like his bodyguards. There was no kids. There was no people, civil. Nobody. That car and him. Gone. That in itself is fucking remarkable.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Not even Kennedy was able to fucking send out a strike that surgical where there was no collateral fucking damage.
We are also, like, I don't know, 50 years in advanced in technology, too, so...
But I'm saying that they're down in Trump for it.
Yeah. Well, basically, in my eye, if he was doing all that shit, bombing all the embassies and everything else, then yeah, I don't blame him one bit for doing what he did.
Well, according to Donald Trump, the last straw with him was apparently him, or he had his people kill an American contractor, and that was it. That was the last straw. And what really pisses me off is, 5 months ago, when the Iranians fucking attacked the naval ship, you know, they didn't, I think there was a few injuries, but there was no deaths. They attacked the naval ship, everybody, including Congress, went apeshit and called Donald Trump a coward because he would not go and like start drone strikes on them.
Yeah.
They called him a fucking coward. And his words, his exact words were, "I don't believe that the loss of life amounts to what we lost." He did not want to kill these fucking people. He knew there was not only he'd probably get the people who got the boat, but it'd be a shit ton of collateral damage, civilians and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't want that. And that's the whole reason why the defense secretary that, you know, he's supposed to be the big witness in the impeachment, Michael Bolton. Yeah, that's the reason why Trump got rid of him. Because Bolton wanted him to fucking kill all these people. And Trump said no. And he had a fit and Trump fired him. So now it got to the point where, okay, in Trump's eyes, or at least this is what Trump is saying, you know, it was because they killed the contractor. What the Defense Department is saying, including Pompeo, you know, he was plotting on these other fucking embassies. We had intel on that shit. You know, we knew where he was at. Why wait? Congress went apeshit. Totally, they passed a bill that now, before Trump could say anything or do anything, any act of, they have to vote on it through Congress and all that, which is bullshit. Why do we even have a fucking president? You know, above all else, that is the one thing that the president does get to decide is whether we go to war or not. You know, that's just the way it is, the way it always was.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, they start talking. The Congress started throwing Obama in the mix. It wasn't the Republicans. It wasn't the people, the Trump-loving people or whatever. You know, the Congress threw Obama in the mix, talking about his dealings with Iran and the way he took care of it. And then it was found out there was dirty dealings. Iran didn't give a fuck. And the same fucking money that they gave them, you know, I don't care what you want to call it. It was a release of tariffs, or it was a, you know, there's so many different stories. And I'm not even looking at anything from this year. I'm looking at 5-6 years ago when this shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went and watched archive news. And, you know, everybody was like, well, it's just kind of odd that he gave it to him in cash. And they blew it off. And the next day, these people were saying death to Americans. So, I mean, even if there wasn't intel that he was going to hit our embassies or whatever, that motherfucker was another bin Laden. Take him the fuck out. And then, I don't know if you heard about that airplane that got shot down over there, the Ukrainian airplane that had all the Canadians and all that, and it had Iranians. They try to blame that on Donald Trump too. They try to say that it was retaliation. It was part of their whole thing against us, you know, the war shit. No. Do you want to know what the truth of that was? And the Iran, they had to. I mean, the fucking Canadians pressed them for it. At that, Canada, really? But what happened was the plane took off, and being that Iran has such shitty fucking satellite systems, they thought the plane was a fucking missile, and they shot it down. Now, I'm sorry, the loss of life is nothing to be laughed at, but just the stupidity of these people, and the stupidity of the people who think that these people could go to war with us. Really? You know, these are the same people who were making fun of, you know, they were saying, you know, we got a tank, and they're standing in front of the tanks with a fucking rock.
Uh-huh.
You know, the only reason why they have any kind of near sophisticated weaponry or systems or anything like that is America. Why? Because of Obama. You can't say it was any of the Bushes. The Bushes hated them motherfuckers. Even though they, you know, they had Saudi friends, you know, they're oil people and shit like that. You know, when it came down to it, they was taking everything in the litter box. So, where does that leave? Where do they get, what? If we control the dollar, even though they have all the money, you know, if they have all the oil, but we control the dollar, then that oil is at the fucking mercy of whatever we price it at. So they can't say their money was from that because we could have stopped that. So you can't say their money is from. I mean, they got mad drug money coming in, but that's no money to fund fucking military shit and wars and stuff like that. So where'd that money come from? Oh yeah, Obama dropped off how many fucking billions of dollars? Million. Sorry, the billions were wire transfer and over, that was accounted for. But the money that was on the pallet and the extra $10.4 billion that just came up missing, wonder where that came from or where it went. Oh, nobody wants to say nothing about that because they put that motherfucker on a goddamn pedestal. And it sickens me. It fucking sickens me. Even Obama's Department of Homeland Security, his head chief, who is still in office, says that fucking or no, he ain't the head of the Homeland Security anymore, but he said that Donald Trump was right. Congress said this was it was an irresponsible provocation or whatever, but there are interviews with Barack Obama who said, I didn't go through Congress to get Osama. I made that decision. That was all me.
Mm-hmm.
So where was the fucking uproar? Where was the fucking the disdain? Where was the congressional hearings for that? They're talking all this shit about Donald Trump blocking people from testifying. Oh, nobody wants to talk about all the fucking people that Barack Obama blocked from testifying in the Fast and the Furious fucking debacle. Or the Uranium One scandal. Because everybody wants to put that on Hillary. That wasn't all just Hillary. Everything has to go through the motherfucking president. That was never just Hillary. But Barack got, it's even starting to come back on Biden. But still, nothing on Barack. Nothing on Barack. That motherfucker didn't do shit wrong. That motherfucker had 2,800 drone strikes during his administration without any kind of permission from Congress. Nobody says shit about that.
Wasn't we at war at that time, though?
No.
I just where we were.
Nope. The drone strikes aren't like when they hit the drone strikes, that ain't war shit. That's kind of weird because you would figure, don't put our soldiers there. Fucking use the drones. But I guess that's the way their rules or whatever are. And Ricky and I were talking about this because this goes into my non-understanding of war crimes. We all got friends that were in the military. We all have friends that served. Not everybody who was in the military actually saw action or whatever. Not everybody in the military has gone to be a soldier. There are plenty of people going to the military for communications. There are plenty of people going to the military for health care. You could become a doctor real quick in the military, whereas you'd have to go to college for years and years and years and pay out the ass as a civilian. But every soldier that goes through boot camp, before you learn any communications, before you learn any type of surgery or anything like that, except the basic on fucking field type shit, you are taught to kill. Nobody gets that. Soldiers are murderers. The only thing that changes the name or the description of them is whose side they're on. Knights were murderers. The Knights Templar who fought for Christianity were murderers. So they were fighting for your God. So they were fighting for their president. They were fighting. Okay, so in your country's eyes, in our country's eyes, our soldiers are the shit. Those are our sons, our daughters, our fucking cousins, our brothers, our grandparents who served. But in another country's eyes, especially the opposing country, we are murderers and slaughterers and fucking beasts of prey. And that isn't just America. That's all soldiers. Some of the most brutal fucking soldiers were the Germans and the Russians. You know, those motherfuckers will slit your throat right there in front of your family and then burn your house down and make your family burn inside the house alive. You know, the Muslims, them motherfuckers used to go around and they did it brutal with big old Alibaba swords. Slaughtering people. Mm-hmm. You know, the whole Islamic regime coming up from the litter box at the same time the Nazis came up were just as fucking bad, but nobody looks at that side of the story. You know, everybody sees the Jews as the white folks that are in America, the people with the piggy tails. Mm-hmm. When the original Jews were the sand people, the Islamic Muslim fucking people who are doing the same goddamn thing, but a little bit worse. But Hitler will always go down in history as the bad guy. I'm not saying he wasn't a bad guy, but you know, I really think that before anybody wants to start running their mouth about that situation, they need to look at both sides of the story and do some real deal and depth fucking looking. But yeah, it's the sand people are fucking. Look, I don't get why we don't need their oil, and this is another thing because I want to get off the whole sand lot. Here, we're gonna play devil's advocate. We're gonna say that Trump fucked up, and that Iran wants us out, so we're pulling out all our soldiers. Now, first of all, we just found out recently that, you know, the people who are in control of Iran at the moment were cool with Salami. That's why they're having a fit that Salami's dead. Like, I don't know if it was 4 or 7 reporters, like state government ran reporters for their media, because everything's government ran out there, quit. And with their resignation, I believe they did videos stating that they were sorry for lying to the people, for the government. The Iranian people do not want the Americans to leave. It's the little shadow government, if you want to call it, who want the Americans to leave. They were the ones, they said it themselves, they know how to deal with protesters. Meaning they were going to kill them. There's protesters trying to get them, especially after they shot down that fucking plane. Idiocy. And then if you look at any of the footage, like real footage of when they supposedly hit 2 of our bases in retaliation for us killing this dude, they were empty. Donald Trump said it himself. We had intel. There was nobody at the bases. And what I seen from like live video and shit from there, like the people broadcasting and shit, dude, it looked like they knocked down a couple outhouses. There was no computers in these buildings, no wires, there was no lockers, there was no, you saw like a frame of a building, you saw, I think you might have saw a toilet, you saw some girders, you saw like, dude, they looked like they were cleaning up a dilapidated park. There was nothing that was really destroyed, nothing got done. And nobody sees that this non-binding fucking the non-binding resolution to get, we have to leave. And it's so non-binding. That means that don't mean dick. That's pretty much it. Don't mean dick. So as far as that's concerned, that's some bullshit. But for the war crimes thing, what were you brought up to think war crimes were, Greg?
Basically, anything done like warfare wise, that's illegal. It had nothing to do with like Basically, you break the law and you're using warfare for your own and not for your country, if that makes sense.
I kind of get that.
All right.
You kind of said it all wrong because every part of war is illegal.
Yeah, well, you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
and
I
basically
get what you're saying.
In the United States, if you're going to war for them and you're over there and for example, I don't know, you're stealing military grade weapons and shit and doing whatever, I don't care if you're selling it or whatever the case may be.
I agree.
Yeah, something of that sort.
To me, that's more of a lighter-handed type of war crime, but it is a war crime. You're exactly right, at least in my eyes.
Yeah.
I was brought up to pretty much think, and this is why I was talking about the whole murderer and soldier thing. I was brought up to think that, like say you go into a town and you start raping little girls or women, or you start, just like sticking babies on a fucking stick like they did in Africa, and shit like that. To me, that's war crimes. Shit like that. But to me, when you're in war, aside from that to me is fucked up. That's not a part of war. That's genocide, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But aside from that, you and your boys, however big platoon, whether it's 3 or whether it's 23 or 2,300, you are there to murder everything that is fucking walking, everything that is moving. You are there. War is war. Do you think anybody from Russia to the Ukraine to India to the Sandlot, you think any of them give a fuck about how if they're gonna break a rule on how they're gonna kill you? That's like going into a street fight and saying, okay, we're gonna scrap, but you can't, there's no weapons, you can't pick up a brick, there's no punching in the nuts, you can't poke me in the eyes, you can't bite me. So while you're fucking not biting and not kicking in the nuts and not picking up a fucking brick, you're getting blasted in the back of the head with a baseball bat.
Yep.
But they're giving Donald Trump hell for, what the fuck is the word for it? There was three of our soldiers that were they were put in prison for war crimes. They killed somebody. It was a civilian. You know what? I'm sorry. It might not have been right, but that is his job. How are you gonna? If you're training fucking dogs to attack, and you're not giving them anything but attack, then anything in that dog's fucking path, it is going to fucking attack. And you can't use that excuse where we're human beings and I've been through some military training. And I've been nowhere near as psychologically fucked as the Marines and the Force Recon and the SEALs go through. They are pretty much brainwashed to snap, boom. You have to kill that person. You take out your objective and you get the fuck home. You make sure your guys come with you. And if you are caught, you carry a cyanide capsule. You're to kill yourself. You did this to somebody. We wanted our government, and the bad thing is we have to have this. But you can't blame these kids for doing exactly what they were trained, what they were brainwashed, what they were fucking made to do. And Donald Trump said, yeah, you know what, I don't see any war crime here, so, and he pretty much what's the word when they let him out of jail, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway,
No idea.
Acquitted?
well, they already, you can't acquit somebody after they've been fucking tried. They were already found guilty. But
Oh, it's like
pardon. He pardoned
yeah.
them. He pardoned the 3 guys. They got to go home. 3 of our soldiers. Okay. So why are you mad? oh, Donald Trump let 3 murderers back out on the street. That came from a fucking military man. You served. You saw action. You are no less a fucking murderer than him. But because you liked your president at the time, it was okay. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I was stating with the other regime and the whole friends with the salami guy, everybody wanted Donald Trump to pull our soldiers out. Donald Trump said he was going to get our soldiers out of the Middle East. That was his campaign speeches. When he started pulling soldiers out, what the fuck happened? All the Democrats and liberals went apeshit. We're turning our backs on the Turks. We're turning our backs on these people. And all these people helped us so much fighting ISIS, so we're turning our backs on them. So then he was supposed to send 7,000 more troops in. Oh, you're sending our guys in there for war. You're sending this and that. Well, how do you remedy that situation? You piss off the fucking regime and you tell them to kick us out. So if you don't want to believe that we had all right to take that cocksucker out, right the fuck where he was at, then believe that Donald Trump had all rights to bring our soldiers home no matter what. And so what that he took the blame for it. Because if our soldiers do have to leave, oh, what happened? Donald Trump kept another promise. Nobody looks at it that way. Wait, did I get through everything?
Probably.
Oh, here's something real fucked up, man. I'm gonna drop this on it real quick, and then we'll take another break since it's about that same time.
Spit it out, motherfucker.
I'm trying because to me, I still can't see the what's wrong in it. Everybody in the Russian government has resigned.
All right.
Like everybody.
Yeah, fuck this.
Now, supposedly, now listen to this though, because I gotta. Maybe I just wasn't high enough, or I was too high. I gotta read the article again because this wasn't even a video. I read this fucking article. Putin wants to change the rules so the president, who's him, he still has 4 more years in office. The president, shouldn't have as much power as he does. So basically, he's limiting himself. He's putting more power to the prime minister and parliament, which is like Congress and the speaker. And because he's doing that, his government quit.
All right.
Now, the claim is supposedly that after he's out of office, he's going to run for prime minister and then be able to control Russia from there.
All right.
Regardless of what the rest of the world likes to think, even though there is a lot of archaic shit that still goes on there, they got a pretty democratic system of government there. They call them communists and this and that, but they vote and all that shit there too. It's nowhere near as elaborate as what we got going on, but there's a system there. So first of all, if you guys are worried that Putin is taking over, don't vote him in office. And then he's trying to push this now to limit his last 4 years. If you're so worried, this is your time to change things. This is your time to do what you got to do if you think Putin is wrong and whatever. Mm-hmm. Because he's limiting himself. He's putting more power into the parliament and the prime minister. How is that wrong? I don't... am I missing something there?
I don't know, maybe. I'm not. If so, I am too.
I don't get it. That right there, like, it has me at a loss. Like, I could see if, like, he was trying to muscle in and say he was going to go for another fucking 20 years or whatever. You know, because Putin he's been running Russia for quite some time.
Yeah.
But he was elected. He didn't just take shit over. Mm-hmm. He didn't pull a Stalin or anything like that. You know, after Gorbachev was out, they fucking elected him.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
It doesn't make any sense to me at all. So, we're going to take another break. Come back on the 11th hour.
And we'll be back.
Purchase your tracks today. 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 nacho, 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 nacho.
I just like the sound of it. I just like the sound of it.
Wow. La 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 la.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
It's getting serious on the track, boy. Look, I'm so young, I don't wanna die. Oh Lord, please, I don't wanna die. Wife wanna kill a young king. Wife wanna make mama cry. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. Oh Lord, I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. I don't wanna die. Oh Lord, I don't wanna die. Woke up and I said my prayers. How on the street is the zen. They don't wanna see that I made it. I spend a man who you made it. Grind every day, gotta make it. Tell them to shine while you hang. Yeah, they got hard on my face. So juicy.
We are gonna get off the political subject for this last little bit of this time. I don't even know.
This.
I don't even know what we was talking about before this subject, or what brought about this subject.
Monkeys.
But, oh yeah, monkeys.
Yeah.
And even that's kind of hard to figure out how we jump to it. But anyways, Corey brought up blowhole sex.
Now, for those of you that don't know what a blowhole is, what's the name of that movie with Eddie Murphy in it?
Norbit. That was off Norbit,
Norbit.
but it came up because we were talking about dolphins that try to fucking human.
Yeah.
And I said that's...
No, there was blowhole sex in Norbit?
No, but dude yell blowhole through the motherfucking...
Dude was trying to put the harpoon
right in the
right in the
blowhole.
blowhole.
Yeah.
Remember, right in the blowhole.
But that was a well with the blowhole when he was throwing it at it.
It's the hole on top of Dolphin's head.
Yeah.
So, of all the sick and twisted shit that I have seen, I've never seen or heard of a dude fucking a dolphin in his blowhole.
Yeah.
So I Googled fucking a dolphin in the blowhole. And the first one that comes up is researcher debunks the gay dolphin blowhole sex myth. So apparently there was a gay dolphin blowhole sex myth. I guess the animals supposedly was fucking each other in the blowhole. But still, that's nature. You know, animals do weird shit.
Yeah.
You know, snails
Like,
are hermaphrodites that get themselves pregnant. You know,
Like-
think about that.
Monkeys ripping faces off and stuff.
Yeah, and dicks and titties. All right, so the second one is it's under Reddit. What the fucks? And it says a dolphin fucking another dolphin in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are headlines. You can Google this shit yourself. Now under that, there is Bro Bible. Says dude has sex with dolphins, gets his own documentary. Meet the Florida man who. So apparently there's a Florida man who's been fucking a dolphin. Now this one don't say it's in the blowhole. They just said he's fucking him. So who knows? He might be taking it in the ass. But we don't know. I'm not going to read that article because I'm going to read you these headlines until we get to the really strange shit.
Okay.
Then we have meet the man who has, you know, that dude is an exhibitionist, he claims, and he wrote a book about fucking the dolphin. All right. World News Daily Report. Man banned for life from SeaWorld after inserting his penis into a dolphin's blowhole.
Yep. Guess what? It was right in the blowhole.
Now, this is like real news. So we're gonna fucking oh my goodness, he looked like he fucking got a dolphin in the blowhole. An Albuquerque man has been banned for life from all 47 SeaWorld theme parks after he recently was caught on camera while attempting to insert his penis inside a dolphin's blowhole.
Don't do that, y'all.
57-year-old retired construction worker from Albuquerque was visiting Orlando's Discovery Cove with several friends, a theme park where guests can talk, touch, and play and swim with the bottlenose dolphins when the assault occurred. Guests alerted security officers after, I ain't gonna put his name out there, after the dude who was heavily intoxicated by the alcohol had pulled down his swimsuit and was attempting to put his dick inside the animal's blowhole. It wasn't written like that, but I just said it. The guy says, I was pissed drunk. We all were, but I definitely shouldn't have done that in front of the kids. Whoa! In front of you shouldn't have did it at all, man. What the hell?
Yeah.
I should have hid myself or something. He told a reporter. He talked to a reporter about it.
He said he should have hid when he did it. Shit, he really wanted to fuck that dolphin no matter what.
And it was a 6-year-old male dolphin named Buzz.
Buzz almost got... Yeah.
It says dolphins love to be touched and played with, but this type of behavior is clearly outside of what is permitted inside the confines of the facility at Discovery Cove. Oh my goodness. In 2011, a similar incident occurred when a teenager was hospitalized during a visit to Discovery Cove after the guest attempted to bait a moray eel with his genitals and had one of his testicles surgically removed as a result of the bite. So he tried to get an eel on his dick and it bit one of his balls off. That's what the fuck you get.
Yep. Exactly.
That thing didn't think it was sucking a dick. He thought it was eating a worm. What the fuck? Ugh. Do you know there is a serial sheep rapist in New Zealand? He was sentenced to life.
Wow. That's crazy.
No, this gotta be bullshit. This gotta be.
I hope so.
In Indonesia, a zookeeper is accused of impregnating a female orangutan. This can't be real. This can't. Somebody right here.
Yeah.
Holy shit. What else is there on here? Saudi man sentenced to 1,000 lashes for performing oral sex on a camel. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh.
That man.
Missouri pig brothel dismantled during FBI raid. Oh, wait a minute. Because I want to know if it's people fucking the pigs or if it's just, a breeding thing. Rolla, Missouri FBI agents cracked down on an unsuspecting party goer Agents cracked down on unsuspecting partygoers at a Missouri pig farm yesterday where more than 40 arrests were made over allegations of they're fucking the pigs. Holy shit. Here's something that I don't know why. I guess the whole pig thing put it in my head. Do you know it is a war crime to dip your bullets in bacon?
Why?
Well, the premise of it is that saying people can't have bacon is against their religion, and they can't get into their heaven.
Okay.
So that's why you dip your bullets in bacon. But that's one of our rules we can't, do. Because I believe one of those kids that got pardoned was doing some shit like that or something like that.
Well, I mean, if you're killing a person with that bullet, what fucking difference does it make?
Exactly!
I'm just saying. That's fucking common sense.
That's just like, when Trump said something about he was going to bomb their cultural centers or whatever, and it was just one of them dumb things he just threw off the handle or whatever, people went ape shit. Well, what the fuck, man? It's fucking war. You guys are claiming we're at war, so war. I'm sure that these people ain't gonna be like, all right, well, your McDonald's is over there, so let's fight across the street so we don't fuck up the McDonald's. There's McMuffins in the McDonald's. They'll blow that bitch up. It's silly shit. Let's see what else we got going on. This is a silly ass. Yeah, I think we need to research these a little bit more. So I'm gonna put a disclaimer here. I'm calling bullshit on this website because right up under the I guess header or whatever, right in small print, it says where facts don't matter.
All right.
So, there might be see, this is real. I know this is real because I remember the fucking the shit about it. It was in the papers and in the news. The chick, the morgue worker who had a dead man's baby. You remember that? That was a few years ago.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, unless this is some, no, this is the story. When is this? They don't have a date on this. For people who don't know, I'll kind of sum it up through it. It says a 26-year-old morgue worker was arrested this morning after a DNA test revealed that her newborn child was a result of a necrophiliac intercourse with a man she was supposed to autopsy. Jessica examined her. She was accused of having sex with dozens of corpses over the course of 2 years, a behavior which led to the birth of a baby boy on January 7th of whatever year this was actually posted. According to Kansas City police, her baby is the son of a man who died in a car accident in March 2017. So, a few years ago. And his body was supposed to be autopsied. They alleged that Miss Burroughs sexually abused more than 60 other dead bodies belonging to males aged 17 to 71. Well, she was getting her fuck on.
For sure.
It says there are currently no laws, state or federal, governing or explicitly outlawing the practice of necrophilia, since the corpse is considered human remains and no longer living. Therefore, it is technically legal in the state of Missouri, and Miss Burroughs' actions are judged as indecent treatment of a corpse. Well, for you people who like to fuck bodies, go to Missouri. Well, this one's saying that I could believe this one too. I wonder if any people were born from this shit. It says China fertility clinic accused of inseminating women with pig semen. Oh,
all right.
No, I don't think that, because I think pigs are like pretty scarce over there.
I don't know. I don't live there, so I couldn't tell you.
Let's see. 6 employees of a fertility clinic in the city of Lanzhou in northwestern China province of Gansu received sentences ranging from 8 to 25 years in prison after they were found guilty of using pig semen to fertilize dozens of women. Alright, we're just going to go down to this part that says deformed fetuses. One of these aborted fetuses was so deformed, a doctor who saw it demanded an autopsy, and it was revealed that the embryo was part human, part animal. A police investigation then led to the discovery of unusual fraud involving the Rhinoceros Horn Fertility Clinic and 6 of its employees. Well, right there, should have told you.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that.
The animal semen was labeled as platinum quality and surprisingly sold at a higher price than regular quality human semen. Now, see, if anybody in the FBI or the CIA or any kind of black ops had any kind of brains, they'd send these people over to the fucking sandbox. Let them start one of their clinics up over there. Mm-hmm. In one generation. There went Allah. Everybody has some kind of pig in them.
Wow.
I'm just saying, man. You know, I wonder if that would be a war crime too.
Probably.
Oh, see, this sounds like something that would happen around here. Drunk school principal defecates in front of students during the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's the best time to do it.
Terrible.
First thing in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Boston members of midget crime gang suspected of 55 break-ins.
Wait a minute, what?
Hey, did I tell you I almost ran over a midget a couple weeks ago?
See, that's a midget crime.
Oh, dude, man. I was getting ready to leave the flea market. I was with my son. And I saw the normal person walking. And then, all of a sudden, dude, if I'd have waited a second,
stopped and it shortened itself, like.
Oh, dude, the other dude that was walking behind him, man, and I was like, I thought it was a kid at first, and I was like, oh my god, he's a midget. I almost ran over an Oompa Loompa. Oh my god. All right, so yeah, we're gonna see about the Boston midget crime. Oh man, and they're the big-headed ones too. Oh. Dude, these guys look like, remember them little things that we used to have when we were little that had like the lead inside and you get a little magnetic fucking pencil and you could draw like hair and shit on the people, like in the different faces on the people with the magnets. That's what the fuck these guys look like. This one dude's face is so small and his head is so big. The other dude looked like, oh my god, dude, Jesus, let's read this. 3 members of the so-called Irish Mob Midgets, a Boston-based criminal organization composed of people of short stature, have been arrested. Why you just called them the Irish Mob Midgets? Why you gonna say people of short stature?
I was gonna say,
midgets.
do they wear kilts?
I don't know.
If they do, they probably drag on the ground.
They have to have them shortened. They have to get their kilts at like Build-A-Bear.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Have been arrested this morning, reports the Boston Chronicle. Security camera footage shows the 3 suspects during a home break-in in which the intruders entered the house through a pet door. Nah, I don't believe that. Their heads are way too fucking big for that shit. Authorities also believe the crime organization could be behind 55 other similar break-ins in the region. Although they are showing a fat-ass dog coming through this pet door. They found a criminal use to their small-sized bodies and used them to break in through chimneys, pet doors, and small open windows. Officer Ken Stevens of Boston PD. According to Boston Police Department, the perpetrators crawled through pet doors, chimneys, the burglars. Yeah, I just read that. Although the Irish Mob Midgets officially describe themselves as a non-profit motorcycle enthusiast group, for small people of the Boston area, several high-profile members of the organization have been arrested in the past years on charges of drug trafficking, arson, and aggravated assault. A bunch of biker midgets. A non-profit motorcycle enthusiast. Isn't that what we try to call ourselves once upon a time? We were motorcycle enthusiasts. I will never be a motorcycle enthusiast again. Oh my god, these bowling ball headed motherfuckers right here.
Wow. That's funny.
And it was good at their shit. I mean, honestly, if you saw a midget breaking into your crib,
I'm gonna punt that son of a bitch like a football.
You would know what the fuck to do. You would think the demons were coming up, or elves or gnomes were coming and breaking in your house. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, get the fuck up out of here.
Oh, shit. I gotta send this to Ricky.
Oh, shit.
Colorado. Hunter claims he was sexually assaulted by a Sasquatch.
And now he's pregnant.
Daryl Whitaker from Glenwood Springs, Colorado, claims a Sasquatch attacked him and attempted to rape him while he was walking in the woods. How are you gonna rape you while you're walking?
Bigfoot was trying to get something.
57-year-old man was walking to his hunting cabin on Sunday to see if it had suffered any damage during the winter. And all of a sudden, a large gorilla-like creature dropped from a tree in front of him.
It was probably a fucking monkey.
and punched him in the face. It was probably some kid in the woods on acid.
Might have been Ricky.
It was at least 8 foot tall, and its punches hurt like hell. Well, duh. I was knocked right out at the first blow. Well, see, you weren't walking then. Shit, he fucked you if you got knocked out with the first blow. While Mr. Whitaker was trying to recover from the attack, a large humanoid creature began to tear his clothes while letting out some terrifying howls. And then his quote is, "When I regained consciousness, he had already torn my pants and was tearing through my underwear. I stabbed him in the shoulder with my hunting knife." Wait a minute, you ain't had no pants on. Where did you get the hunting knife?
You don't want to know.
It made him run away. Mr. Whitaker immediately reported the attack to both Glenwood Springs Police and the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Agency, and a joint investigation has been launched. Well, they show a big footprint, but that's wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I would have given him some validity if there was 6 toes. There's only 5 toes. Yeah, that footprint looks too flat. There's no arch in it. There's many fucking Bigfoot hunter videos I done watched and shows I done watched, and we caught Bigfoot or the hunt for Bigfoot or yeah. You got to come up with a better fucking track than that, buddy. And you would think if a Bigfoot is an animal, you know, it would have tried to fuck you with your clothes on first. It wouldn't know what pants are or whatever. So,
it all depends on how long dude was knocked out. He might have figured that shit out now. So what the fuck is this shit?
Yo, I'll listen to this shit. If you possess any information concerning the suspect, please contact Glenwood Springs Police Department or Colorado Parks and Wildlife Agency. That is fucked up. Nah, I lost. No, I gotta go back to that. I like that website. That totally took precedent over the bedbug sex.
Yeah, what happened there? I want to know. Yeah.
You want to know about the bedbug sex?
Yeah, I want to know.
All right, it says this is the Atlantic Archive, or this is an archive from the Atlantic.
Okay.
Daily Dish. I don't know how good this is gonna be. Eric Spritzel interviews Isabella Rossellini about her upcoming show, Green Porno, Seduce Me, a series of online shorts about kinkiness in the animal kingdom. Last August, her strangely erotic take on bedbug fucking went viral thanks to a perfectly timed bedbug epidemic in New York City. There was something revolutionary about watching Rossellini get stabbed in the gut with a penis knife while muttering orgasmic enthusiasm. He ejaculates into my womb, It was a moment when many of us realized that the Blue Velvet might not be entirely a product of David Lynch's twisted imagination. What the fuck did I just read?
Yeah.
Whoa!
What? Right? What?
The entertaining interview eventually sours.
I'm still not getting the bed bug and the sex and none of that.
She was talking about the bed bugs fucking her. And I guess she's kind of got some kind of performance artist that I don't understand.
I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah, that just kind of fuckered me up. All see, you want to fucking know about the damn bed bug sex? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know. That's just
Here. This sounds like something for Scotty.
yeah. Find something else.
This is from Deadspin. An in-depth logistical exploration of animal rape. And what I'm seeing here is a lady in a bikini, and it looks like this dolphin is about to bang the shit out of her. Dolphin's on top of her. Her legs are spread.
Let's say I heard something about that too. Something about if a woman's on her period, it
No, that's
attracts
deer.
them.
That's deer
It's the same
and
thing
shark.
I hear with dolphins too.
Yeah, I heard the dolphins just go at it. You rub them the right way, and they're sticking it in.
I haven't heard that. I mean, that's kind of
Dangerous. It's happened a lot over the years.
that's like traumatizing and shit.
See, time for your weekly edition of the Deadspin Fun Bag. Find more. Alright, they're just promoting their shit there. Alright, today's Fun Bag got cut a bit short because I had to take my kid to the hospital last night due to
Fucking
a
dolphin.
nasty strain of Bulgarian deathworm vomit flu.
Holy shit. God damn, I take my comment back.
And given the choice between being stuck in a hospital room for 12 hours or being stuck listening to Jen Sturger speak for 12 hours, I'll take Sturger every time. The child received rehydrating IVs and many popsicles. I was offered nothing. Me and my friend... alright, so here's... I wish I wouldn't even read that. Here's the story.
I just wasted.
Me and my friend got in an argument over whether human man has raped a dolphin in his blowhole. He says it's never happened, but I just know it has. I'm thinking this is the whole conversation Corey and I had downstairs.
Yeah, blowhole sex. We're getting to it. We're
I'm
getting
thinking
down to the
some
nitty
poor
gritty, people.
bastard stuck on a deserted island hit the jackpot when a dead dolphin washed up on shore, and he went to town on that shit.
Ah, that just makes it worse.
Damn, that just mixed up like 4 of our stories.
Yeah, that just made it worse.
Well, let's do a simple Google search on dolphin rape. See, I was at least, I looked up consensual,
Well, I mean, how do you know if the dolphin's consenting if he's saying yes?
Because he's sticking it in the hole, the dolphin's not sticking it in his hole.
God. Alright.
That's the fucking difference.
Gotcha. Alright.
So, he types in Google dolphin rape.
Uh-huh.
And it says, okay, so it doesn't appear that any recorded dolphin rape has taken place that we know of.
Because nobody's gonna say no shit about getting raped by a fucking dolphin.
There are a handful of reasons for this. First off, if you're going to rape a dolphin, you'd best not try to rape a dead dolphin. Or you best try and rape a dead dolphin because live ones are very hard to wrangle.
Come here, you little son of a bitch.
But you may not even succeed then because the natural position of the blowhole is closed. So you gotta have a little bit of fucking,
Then
rub
it is.
You gotta romance it a little bit. You might have to lick the hole.
It is definitely rape then.
Yeah, if the hole ain't already open, after a couple licks, if it doesn't open it itself and you force it open, then yeah, that's rape.
Oh, this poor dolphin.
The dolphin dolphin opens it by contracting a muscle, so a dead dolphin would presumably have its headgina sealed off forever. There are also...
Did you just say headgina? I'm done with this conversation.
There's also no telling how wide or how deep the blowhole is. So Lord knows if your dick will even make a proper fit. These guys actually really thought about this shit.
Yeah.
This site also notes that dolphin skin feels rubbery. So you're only likely to enjoy raping flipper if you're the sort of person who enjoys dry humping the underside of Doc Marten boots. Ha! Most important, you may joke about going off and raping all the dolphins you like, but the fact is that it's the dolphin who will end up raping you. And they have it on video from YouTube of a dolphin fucking somebody. That's a dolphin trying to rape a scuba diver.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It's here.
Why in the fuck are you sitting in there? Because this is your fucking conversation.
I think we freaked Corey Cobain out.
Yeah, he said, fuck all this. This is how talking about fucking bullet holes and...
He brought it up!
That's what I'm saying. His goddamn conversation, he's sitting in the other room.
Wikipedia notes that dolphins are expert in frontage, saying that some mammals such as primates and dolphins also rub their genitals against the ground and other surfaces to stimulate themselves. So they jack off. Yeah.
Masturbate, yeah. Basically.
No, they're jacking off. And
no, they're not using their fin to rub their shit. They're
using
other shit to rub their shit.
Well, they got the Tyrannosaurus fucking issue.
Exactly, so they can't jack off.
No,
Masturbating.
Okay, I get it. You're right. I stand corrected.
That's it. I'm done. Oh shit.
So we're just gonna go to the second lead. There's more to that, but secondly, which animals out there have been raped? Have every animal been raped by humans? Did Teddy Roosevelt cover most of our bases? What?
Probably.
Or are there a handful of species that have eluded us? I'd be very proud to be.
Run, animals, run!
You will get fucked. I would be proud to be a grizzly bear and know that my kind are still not on the rape list.
I would really think, I don't know. I can't see a man raping a bear as long as it's still alive and awake.
And here's another. I guess this dude wrote. This is like writing to a newspaper or whatever. He's waiting for a response to these questions.
Okay.
And here's some more. The other question. And which species have successfully raped us without the help of pornographers? Has a bear ever raped a man? What about a tiger? Would a tiger even want to rape us? Why not? Aren't we pretty enough for them? So this is what the guy writes back. I was driving home from the gym yesterday and I noticed a bunch of cop cars, police dogs, and yellow tape in the field less than 5 minutes away from my house. I was consciously hoping that they had found a dead body. I checked my iPhone and when I got home, lo and behold, they did find a dead body. 5 minutes from my house. Is there anything as exciting as that? I had to... What the fuck kind of answer was that to that? Wow, this just jumped everywhere. We went from animal sex to... Oh no, nobody answered the question. That was just a new thing. Wow, that might have been more fucked up than animal rape. We'll just maybe save that for next time. Okay, what we got going on here?
So, we got a little bit of an announcement. We got a special guest, I guess, coming.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Well, we might. But, so if he does, we're gonna have to come back for a little while. But,
Man.
yeah.
We was about to do some announcements and shit.
He's just about to say fuck this.
Yeah, because, dude, I'm not going to lie, the blowhole sex kind of left a nasty taste in my mouth.
Well, who posted beast
Well,
off
you're the
it?
one that wanted to lick it and shit. That's your fault.
Well, see, I would think licking it, you have to lick it in order for it to open.
Not
You can't just shove it
necessarily.
in. That's rude. That's just downright unhospitable.
I don't think a blowhole works that way, but
Hey, I mean, what I'm supposed to say.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen, like, I've watched live. Well, I haven't watched it live, but I've watched the videos of, guys fucking horses and sheep and chickens and women fucking eels and horses and pigs and dogs and that pretty wide spectrum there. But I don't know about the blowhole. I mean, because honestly, just like the chimpanzee, the fucking dolphins are strong as fuck. And we ain't never been in the water with no dolphin. How you know in the water that dolphin ain't a ninja?
Yeah.
That
Fuck
bitch
you
look.
up.
As soon as you stick something in that hole, that thing's gonna do some kind of flipper fucking ninjutsu.
Yeah,
and
and
next
slap
thing you
the
know,
shit out of
you're
you.
fucking you're gasping for air with your just your nose above water while flipper's giving you the old brajul there.
Fucking your day up.
That's gonna be you. Get it out my ass! Get it out my ass!
Yes, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
That's great.
goodness. And then I wonder what a fucking dolphin's dick looks like.
I don't know. Google that shit. See what it looks like.
We're gonna have to Google this, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the dolphin dick look like?
What does a dolphin dick look like?
According to Elite Daily, apparently, marine mammals are known for having pretty twisty vaginas, which is likely so they can have sex underwater without getting seawater in their uteri. Basically, that red matter is a dolphin penis, and it looks like a terrifying slab of raw meat.
No.
Well,
I'm gonna have to see an image of that.
Yeah. That's like the pig penis is supposed to be spiral too.
Oh yeah, it is. It looks like a corkscrew.
Yeah.
It's really, really thin, and then it has like a corkscrew on the end. Because I've seen pig porn. This it kind of looked like a dog dick with a tentacle on the end of it.
All right. Sounds good.
That's a real disturbing. I gotta show you this shit.
This is interesting.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, Greg has a dolphin dick on his shoulder.
What the hell? Yeah, it does look like that. It's fucked up.
Now, can you imagine taking that in your ass?
Imagine him doing this on the end of it. And I wiggle my finger for the people that can't see that.
You guys got to Google this shit. It is fucking crazy. Yeah, this shit is pretty fucking wild. And I just can't imagine, getting flipped over and fucked by Flipper with one of these huge, nasty looking alien looking things. It was pretty fucking gross. Oh God.
Wiggle, wiggle. What?
Yeah, could you just and you would think that's how it would get in your ass. It would probably get that first little tip of wiggling in it, kind of start. See, now I want if there's guys fucking dolphin porns, and there's got to be women fucking dolphin porns, and I'm gonna have to see one of those. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to see that.
Marco is gonna be at home tonight looking up dolphin porn.
I don't even know where to find something like that. I guess didn't it say on Pornhub?
I think so.
Let's see. Dolphin sex on Pornhub. Pornhub. See, what other fucking podcast do you know is live streaming Pornhub while they're... Oh my goodness, it's there. It says 1 through 22 of 133 videos.
Wow.
This one is saying brutally fucked girl.
My dolphin.
This one is orca and dolphin sex. Oh no, these are them.
Educational shit.
Dry humps dolphin to orgasm. Nope, that's a fake dolphin. They show the dolphin masturbation. Like, and not like people with the dolphin, like the dolphin doing it. Hardcore sex with my dolphin. They show a Tyrannosaurus giving some Indonesian guy head. They got anime dolphin sex. This has nothing to do with any dolphins. They showed a Hank Hill. Like, I remember Hank Hill. Like, there was a King of the Hill where they...
Yeah, where the dolphin raped him and shit.
Yeah. Alien fucks a dolphin. See, these anime things, man, fuck up porn. Yeah. The very first one was the only one so far that even came in close to what we were talking about. So... I'm curious, so let's see what's going on here. Oh, shit. And if you hear that techno music... Oh, dude! Like a whole bunch of fucking dolphins jumped up. They were gonna gangbang her. But it wasn't real sex. It was the lady was... like dressed, but if that was a person who jumped on her, that'd be assault. That's rape. Might as well be. You just dry hump the fuck out of her. He probably came on her and he jumped right off. But dude, like 6-7 other dolphins like just popped out the water and jumped on the fucking side. Like, oh, we're next, bitch.
Like, what up, ho?
Maybe let's try asking it. Yeah, because dolphin just came up, not the whole thing. So, sex with dolphin. And search. That is not. How? Now, you heard. Everybody heard what I just said. It's even written in the search bar. Sex with dolphin. And under it says most relevant video results for sex with dolphin. The first thing that comes up is fuck to orgasm, amateur Norwegian blonde granny. It's an old lady getting pounded. Next one is boyfriend demolishes his green-eyed girlfriend. Young amateur Norwegians are like, it's like dolphin, like a nickname for Norwegians or whatever. Like, I'm not finding any kind of, I'm saying slut teens get fucked in the pool. There's some anime there. I'm still not seeing any dolphins. There's I guess a porn chick named Belle Dolphin. Looks like some video game, some BBWs. Alright, so Pornhub, I guess you have to find something really, really specific. And they're just not, they seem to be wanting to put me on some other shit. I'm kind of disappointed.
In other words, there's probably no dolphin sex.
Oh, I'm sure I'm going to find it. I'm going to find that shit.
Give him a day or two. You'll be alright. You'll find it.
Yeah. Shit. Look, we got about 20 minutes left, 15, 20 minutes left.
Yep.
Did you get any details with Don Cody's contest thing you got going on there?
No, not yet. I figure we'll fill everybody in Friday when it drops, I guess.
Alright. If y'all want to know what we're talking about, go check out Don Cody's Facebook page.
Yeah, and we can fill you in on whatever you want to know.
Paul Goon got some shit going on. Go check out his page. Check out all the local bands. You know, just come to Upside Down Studios page. We got most of the people on there. From there, you go and explore on. Give a shout out to everybody who looks out for us and everybody we looked out for. Much love to all the local band people and the artists and everybody behind the scenes out there. Y'all have a great night. We're going to end this off with some music. I'm getting a little tired here, so I'm going to finish off my motherfucking lemonade, and I'm going to crash. So y'all be safe. This was What the Fuck Wednesday, and y'all doing the classics tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to check it out and see what it does.
We're going to start a new format on the Thursdays. We're going to do motherfucking classic Thursdays. I think it should be like at least 50 years because 20 years, I'm still listening to music from 20 years ago and banging that shit. It ain't classics, motherfucker.
Yeah, classic is
no, it's not.
Classic is a classic. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah.
So, tune in, check it out, see what you think.
Hell yeah.
And,
we out.
See y'all tomorrow.